Hi, I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker, and I just realized I forgot my mic today, but I think you can hear me. So if you're having any trouble hearing me, then please let me know. Also, if you're watching us on the replay, definitely give us a comment and let me know that you're watching the replay. So today, um, I'm going to use the Bowdabra, and we're going to make some door swags and some wreath bows. So for those of you not familiar with the Bowdabra, we have the regular Bowdabra and the mini Bowdabra for making little itty bitty bows. And I'm going to start with the big Bowdabra. And the big Bowdabra, let's go in the overhead camera here. For the big Bowdabra, underneath here, there are springs. So it's going to automatically adjust to what I put in, which is how we can put in all the florals that we put in. The mini Bowdabra is exactly the same, it's just mini. So I'm going to get started with the regular Bowdabra. I'm going to take some of my Bowdabra bow wire. I think I'll use the gold this time. Hi, Karen from Texas, and hi, Snappy Lobster Maria from Cincinnati. So I'm going to fold my Bowdabra bow wire in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra, and tuck the ends underneath. Then I'm going to take my flowers, and I'm going to just divide them here, and let's just curve them up a little bit. And then I'm going to take my ribbon. Now, this is a funky bow that we're making. Oh, and don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. And I'm going to just twist it. So we're basically just making, with the funky bow, we're just making a bunch of awareness ribbons. And so we're going to do this way. So I'm just going in opposite directions and fold that down there. And then I'm going to take this side and twist it. So that way the right side of the ribbon is showing. And lay this down in here and take this piece. So I'm just mixing and matching my ribbons. And I think these ribbons go so well with these flowers. And hi, Joy from Texas. And I'm just going to lay this down in here and take this piece here, and we're going to go the opposite direction here. So I'm just going to lay that down, lay this down in here, and twist it, lay it down. So you can see it's forming a really pretty bow. Hi, Connie. And we're just going to lay this down, and I just realized I have to dovetail my ends because I haven't dovetailed them yet. Lay this down there. And we're just going to finish off with this one. So don't forget to let us know where you're watching from so you have an opportunity to win a free roll of our Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon. And fold this back over here. And I'll take my wand, give everything a good scrunch. And I'm going to bring this here. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sandy Sandler, and I'm the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker. And we do these lives every Monday. So now what I have here is I've got a slip knot. So I'm going to pull this through my slip knot, hold everything down, pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, so that way when I pull it out, I'm not struggling with the bow and it's easy on my hands. So I'll bring this around to the back. And this bow could be really pretty on a wreath. I don't have a wreath with me right now, but it would be beautiful on a wreath. I'm just going to tie that, tie a knot. And also, don't forget to share your Bowdabra creations in our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group which everybody can join, and it's free to join. You just have to answer a couple questions so we know you're not a bot. And we're just going to shape everything out. Bring the flowers up in here. Now, isn't that pretty? And wouldn't that look beautiful on a wreath? So it's so super simple to make. And now what I'm going to do is put this one aside. And the flower it would look stunning on a wreath. I agree with you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a door swag. And again, I'm going to use my big Bowdabra. And I'm going to take some of my Bowdabra bow wire. And, oh, you can buy the Bowdabra bow wire at bowdabra.com or on Amazon. And so what I was saying is that we do these lives every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. So now I'm going to take this is my 10-inch wide mesh, and I'm just going to make 2 loops. Mesh always gets caught on itself. And bring this over here. That's what I love with using the Bowdabra, because the Bowdabra holds everything down. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Sue. And now what I'm going to do is take my tails and lay these down in here. So we're just using some of our spring ribbons and spring colors. This is our burlap. Lay that down in there. Then I'll take my flowers, lay those in, and lay this one going this way. And then I'm going to now here we're just using really scraps of ribbon. So I'm just going to lay these down in here. And so this becomes, like, even though it looks difficult to make, it becomes a very, very simple bow to make. And we'll make a regular bow in just a little bit, so you can see how to make a regular bow in the Bowdabra. But this is one of my favorite bows to make because anybody can do it. It's so simple. This one and the scrunchy bows are so easy to make. So also, don't forget to like and share. So we're just going to do this. Lay this in here. And now I can start to sort of shape it a little bit as I go. And I'm going to finish up with this here. I love these summer ribbons. So, and then I'll take my flower, lay that down in the center, and take my wand, and give everything a good push. So you can see how easy this was to make. And there's not even any folding or twisting except for on the very first part of the bow. And I'll pull this. Now I'll pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. And pull it out. So again, I'm not struggling with my bow. Separate the ends. Bring it around to the back. And again, this makes a really good door swag, or it could even be put onto a large wreath. And now we're going to just shape out. So all I'm doing is just pulling everything, bring the flowers up here. So all we're doing is just pulling everything in opposite directions. And I'm going to take this stem and just bring it under here to kind of hide it. And bring the flower up into the center. and bring all this around here. And that's true. We have over 950 videos, tutorials on our YouTube channel, which is just insane. There's so many videos there. So you'll never want for finding a tutorial on how to use the Bowdabra or make different seasonal projects. So we're just going to finish shaping this out. And you can see how pretty this is. Let me go to the front-facing camera. And you can see how pretty this comes out. Whoops. There we go. So pretty this came out. And so super simple to make. So I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to actually make a scrunchy bow really quickly. Because the scrunchy ribbon is what you can win. And just depending on how much you put in. So you have this one here that we made with our gold and silver, but we also have the red scrunchy ribbon. So I'm going to use my gold Bowdabra bow wire. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate your kind comments. And also, if you're watching the replay, make sure that you let me know. And now I'm just going to scrunch this in here. And it's a different kind of a ribbon, but it's fun. And you can make these scrunchy bows also with tulle or mesh. In fact, I'm going to make a style scrunchy bow in a minute using a 21-inch mesh. And it gets as puffy or as not puffy as you want. So I'm just going to pull this through here, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, separate the ends, bring it around to the back. Now for this one, I can just twist it if I want because the wire will tie it, and then, or I could knot it. So you can see how simple that was, but it's really a fun, different ribbon. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So now, let me grab my, we'll use the mini Bowdabra and let's make a flower. So I'm going to take my mini Bowdabra here and take some of my gold Bowdabra bow wire. And lay it down into my mini Bowdabra and just tuck the ends underneath. Then what I'm going to do is take my leaves and just lay those down in there. Here, let's go to the upper. And we'll zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. There you go. So now I'm going to take my leaves and just lay these down into my Bowdabra. And this ribbon is two-sided, so I'm kind of using the different sides of the ribbon for my leaves to make them a little bit more interesting. And for the ribbon flowers, you definitely want to use a wired ribbon, and I'll show you why in a second. And this down in here. And take one more petal. And then I'm going to do a center. I'm just going to take my little mesh ribbon here, and we're going to do a little scrunchy bow in the middle. Sometimes the scrunchy bows are nice because they're like a little flower in the middle. And now I'll take my mini Bowdabra wand, give everything a good scrunch. So the mini works exactly like the big one. So if you see a tutorial on the big Bowdabra, you can probably make it in the mini, just mini size. So I'll take this here, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and oh, Nancy, I'm so excited you received your Bowdabra. And I'm going to tie a knot. And now I'm just going to shape it out. And And now the reason that I like to do this with wired ribbon is because you can now shape the leaves so they look like a rose or a flower. Isn't that pretty? And super simple to make. And it also can make a nice hair bow. Let's get the camera right there. Okay. Um, Good evening, Brenda. And now let me know. So now I'm going to put this aside. And don't forget to let us know where you're watching from, so you'll be entered to win um, to possibly win a roll of our Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon. So now what I'm going to do is put this aside. I just think these are so pretty. And let's make another door swag. So I'll take my Bowdabra bow wire and that's the cool thing with Bowdabra is, everybody thinks I'm so creative and I'm really not. I just learned to forge and I have a wonderful design team that works with me, and they're the ones that have come up with so many amazing projects that I never would have even thought to make in the Bowdabra. Now here what we're going to do is I'm just going to roll this a little bit so the fray end doesn't show, and we're just going to scrunch this down. Now this is a 21-inch wide mesh. I've got about 1.5 yards of it. And just scrunch that in. So let us know in the comments, which Bowdabra do you have? Do you have the mini, the large Bowdabra, or both Bowdabras? Give this a scrunch down in there. And then I'll take my greenery and lay that down there. And I have a tail here. And then another tail. And again, I love this ribbon. It works for any time of the year, but this could be a home decor piece, or it could be a spring door swag. So we're just going to twist it and fold it back over and twist. So this is how you would make just a regular bow, is I'm just folding and twisting. And by folding and twisting, the wrong side of my ribbon is on the inside of my loop. So fold it back over, bring this back here, and twist, and fold and twist. Yeah, the mini is wonderful because I had a customer that said that she loves to throw the mini in her purse to just take it when she's like going for the holidays and she'll need to wrap gifts, but she doesn't want to make the bows in advance. So, because you can make a pretty big bow in the mini, but you can make a much bigger one in the regular Bowdabra, as you can see what I'm doing here. So this, now fold it back over, and I'll take my flower here and take my wand and give everything a good scrunch. And grab my Bowdabra bow wire, bring it up. Again, I have my slip knot, so I just pull it through, bring it up here, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and I'll just tie a knot, double knot it, and I'm just going to clip my wire, and now we'll shape it bring this here. So for those of you who are just joining us, we have, oh my gosh, like over almost 950 videos on our YouTube channel. And on our blog, we have literally thousands of instruction, step-outs, step-by-step pictures, and also projects, and we have a lot of videos as well. So we're just going to bring this around here. And you can see this makes a beautiful door swag. So I'm going to put this aside. And now we're going to make just a regular bow. So I have this here. I'm going to take my silver Bowdabra bow wire, take a piece of it, and fold it in half. Lay this down into my Bowdabra and tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of the way. And now I'm going to take my ribbon and just fold it and twist. So that's all I'm doing is folding and twisting. I love working with the spring ribbons. I love designing for Christmas, but I love working with spring ribbons because they're so pretty and uplifting. The yellows and the daisies, my butterflies. Lay that down there. And then I'm going to take our velvet. Now this is not a wired ribbon. A lot of times people will ask me, can you use a non-wired ribbon in the Bowdabra? You definitely can, but one of the tricks to a non-wired ribbon is you want to make your loops a little bit smaller so that they don't get floppy. And this won't go floppy on me because, let's twist this. This is a really nice velvet. It's a little harder to twist, but now fold it back and forth and twist. So and we do go live every Monday at 5 p.m. So please share and let people know about our lives. And now I'm just going to lay my flower down in the center. One day I'll have to do a behind the scenes so you can see the room, we call it our craft room or our bow room, with all of our ribbons and everything. I'll have to go live with my iPhone. Pull this out, separate the ends, bring it around to the back. Tie a knot, tie another knot, and bring the flower to the center. And we're just going to let's dovetail this end here. And bring this around. So all I'm doing is just putting my fingers in the loops, pulling them in opposite directions. And here we go. So it's super simple to make. I'm going to thank all of you who are watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. And here we go. Maybe next week before we go live, I'll go live with my iPhone a little earlier. So there you have it. Isn't that beautiful? And we have a winner. Our winner is watching from Arkansas on Facebook, Brenda Harper. So please PM Bowdabra, Brenda. And wow, I can't believe how fast this hour is going. So let's go ahead and put this aside. And I'm going to show you really quickly how to, if you have a ribbon like this ribbon where you have the trucks, how to have it going so that they aren't upside down. So I'm going to take some of my Bowdabra bow wire and I'm going to fold it in half and tuck the ends underneath. And then what I'm going to do is cut a piece. There's two ways to do this. Okay, so the first way is to just lay this in here, bring it back around, lay it there, and now you have your bow with the trucks going the right direction. And I'm going to show you one other way to do this. And you can put make as many of these as you want. And I'm doing little bows a lot of the time. So now you have the trucks all going in the correct direction. Oh, I have that upside down. You have the trucks going in the correct direction, which is what you want when you're making a bow. Now I'll put this aside. And now I'll show you one other, this is basically the technique that you would use to make a boutique bow. So now I'll take my wire, and this will be a 4-loop bow. And yeah, we just need to know, Brenda, we need to know whether you want the gold, silver, or red, and your mailing address when you PM us. So I'm just going to lay this down, and I'm going to bring this around here, and I'm going to take this one and bring it over here, and then what I'm going to do is lay this down in the center. So now I have an X, and I'm just going to take the bottom and scrunch that in, and take this and scrunch it in. And so now you have the trucks all going in the right direction. Bring this up here, and you can layer it, make as many loops as you want, and bring this around, and I'll just twist it. It's a little easier than tying it off. And there you have a great, really simple to make bow with your everything, whoops, I have to, backwards on the screen, with everything going in the right direction. So let's go back to the front-facing camera. You can see, so now I have all my trucks going in the right direction for both of these bows. Now I'll put this aside. So today, what did we make? If you're watching the replay, please let me know. We have this beautiful bow that we made. And then we have our beautiful door swag. And it's amazing that we did all of this in half an hour. We have another door swag or wreath bow. And then we have this beautiful wreath bow. So I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in and watching. Oh, I almost forgot. We also made this adorable little flower. So next week we will be back, and I want to thank everybody so much for watching and commenting and sharing. And we will see you next Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to it now, and also follow us on Facebook. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.